Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome to another Twin Flame reading today. My name is Christine. I am so happy you're here. Thank you for joining me. Today we are channeling, we're channeling Twin Flame Love Tarot reading, Twin Flame Love reading. And as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, Twin Flame Love Messages reading. This is a timeless reading meant for you when you get here. This is a fated connection. You are meant to be here, whether there is one message, validation, new insight, many messages, something that you really needed to hear today. Fate has brought you here, and I'm really happy for that. So welcome again. Before we begin, I want to remind you that in the description below, you will find all the decks that are coming in today. You will also find the tarotcloset.com. Also, all playlists. Of course, your Twin Flame reading today is connected to the Twin Flames reading playlist here today, but you can also get to it in the description and also on the channel. This is already wanting to be yours. It's the Queen of Wands. Okay. Also, in the playlists are all zodiac signs, messages from your person, all signs, love tarot readings, and a lot more. So feel free to explore if you are inspired to do so. Please remember this is a general reading, so take what is for you and let the rest go. Before we begin, I would like to invite you to like today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. This helps the channel grow so much more than you know. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Let's see what's going on, Twin Flames. Of course, we can see the Queen of Wands is already here. Aries energy, a really feisty energy. Also an energy of confidence and leading with the heart. A fast energy too. The wands are the fastest energy. So let's see what that is going to mean in regard to you. I want to show you how interesting at the bottom of the deck. Excuse my burn, by the way, just to get that out of the way because it's a little bit gory, but I can't cover it with a band-aid. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands is coming in reverse. So you're both here. We have, boy, I want to say a chemistry and attraction between the two of you. Your hearts are connected. We know that. We know that your soul has been split. We know that you share a soul. We know that you have a soul contract. We can see here this King of Wands in reverse is not ready for what? For changes in their life. For this, I want to say, for changes in their life. So Twin Flames, this is telling us what we really already know, that this is a no contact and or in separation reading, but where exactly is it and what's going on? Let's continue here. Of course, it wanted to be in. I wanted to move the energy some more, but it just wanted to be in here. Okay, and it's in the partnership placement. The Tower of Wands in reverse. This is a validation that they're afraid to change their life right now. Any type of, a big change, a twin flame union, for example, would be a really big upheaval in their life. It's really clear. There is also a feeling of, security where they are, and a little bit, I have to say, combined with a little bit of oppression. Well, but that's what they're thinking about. It's the Ace of Wands. Okay, and it's the Magician card in reverse. So they're not ready to change their life. It's the Magician, and it's telling us that their energy is a little bit scattered right now. Obviously, this is unfulfilled potential. There is no union. As you're watching this, the Magician, and I have to say, it's not really... There's nothing really new beginning here between the two of you, but more importantly, the opportunity is just not here right now. This is Gemini and Virgo energy. This is also Mercury energy, and that's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. And of course, it's co-creating with Source here. Your twin flame is also a soulmate. But that Mercury energy is also about, well, telepathic messages with you. And as we know, the lack of communication. As you can see, the infinity symbol, there's a lot coming through with the infinity symbol. And of course, that's your twin flame journey, but that's also connecting us to Libra energy, justice, and the truth, and it's in reverse. And look, the heart is in the palm of the hand. You know, it's magician energy, really has the power to alchemize everything. The magician has access to all the elements, water, air, earth, and fire. And it's in reverse right now. So there's no, I want to say, inspired action happening. And we see that actually with the King of Wands in reverse. There you are, twin flames. That's the energy of love that's leading with the heart. It's on fire. They are afraid to change their life right now. This is not moving. What they're thinking about, though, in this Ace of Wands energy, this is what they want to do. There is that inspired action. Look, looking up at the divine. It's almost a crying out feeling. And yeah, we know where things are right now. So we will get more into what's going on with their energy. By the way, this is where your twin flames energy is the strongest. So of course, we're going to be bringing in more from our deck here. We're going to be bringing in another deck. And I was feeling drawn today. I have some oracle around. We'll see. There's a lot coming through. But we can see they can't take the inspired action that they want to take, quite literally, what they are imagining. Because this is, as you know, it's as above, so below. Being able to turn your visions into reality here. This connection. We know that you are connected. This is life force as well. We also know that there is a truth that's not here. And we also know that it's not time. There's no solution at the moment. This is what they're wanting to do. It's the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this, for me, is leading with the heart and wanting to connect with you. What does that mean? Is it physical? Is it digitally? Whatever the case may be, the magician is telling us that what they're wishing for and what is possible at this time is not possible at this time. They're not ready. It's really, really clear. There's a lot of scattered energy here today. And this is the other thing. There's some apologetic energy coming through right now. I'm hearing that they do have a lot of regret. They are sending an apology to you. Let's dig in some more and see exactly why. So this is how it's wanting to come down today. Oh yeah, okay. Interesting. Judgment is in reverse. That's Archangel Gabriel, the angel for messages, wanting everyone to wake up and have clarity, bringing everyone together for the greater good. The herald of visions. What is the truth here? How they feel about you, number one. So this is a twin flame who has not been contacting you, possibly not answering messages. How long has this been going on for you? They're really in denial about, I feel like, their life. Also, well, what can and can't happen in the connection. Archangel Gabriel can't do what it wants to do. Looks a little forlorn as well, and there it is in the palm of the magician's hand. They're both in reverse, and this is an energy of being afraid to change in a really big way, and we see it in the King of Wands as well. We see that they're not able to take the inspired action that they want. How they feel about you is very clear. This is a divine masculine here today. As you can see, the Emperor, Aries energy, also Mars energy. And this is a divine masculine who likes things a particular way, and I do feel that this is the dreamy state here, as you can see. Have they been hiding their feelings from you? Yes. Have they been hiding truths? Yes, and that is connected to their feelings. Lack of communication, lack of clarification, and, well, yeah, a little bit of arrogance coming through here, but I have to tell you today, this is really clear that it's also somebody who's really in a life that a lot of people are depending on them. Somebody I do feel like who might be working a lot, but in any case, I mean, it's interesting, and this is yours. We're going to look at it in a minute. It's interesting, but it's almost like, well, yeah, coming out of their house and going into nature and thinking about what they wish they could do. We see that they can't. It's not just about this arrogance that I feel here and somebody who, you know, is holding things back. We see that. But there's a really, 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 really strong fear of change here. The Tower in reverse, Judgment in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse. And it goes against what they want. We can see what they're dreaming about here, twin flames. We see that the divine masculine here today. And by the way, I want to tell you, the Emperor has an Ankh. And an Ankh is yin-yang energy. That's divine feminine and divine masculine energy. In any way, we know you're both here. But this is an overabundance of divine masculine energy. This is somebody who's just afraid to change things right now in their life. They can't, but there's a really strong dreamy energy. It can't even be, you know, it's interesting. I think this might be Washington State, but Canada was really coming through strong for me, and San Francisco, but it's, you know, I'm a San Francisco girl, so it's not really looking like that, but the energy. And anyway, locations are not going to be, they're really not important here. I just wanted to bring that through. But this is a really dreamy energy. And you can see what they want. They're hiding it. It's really clear. Well, this just moved. Okay, interesting. I need to see why that is. Okay, it's really the same message. It's not changing anything here. It's extremely clear that how they feel about you is clear, what they want to do, because this is the thought here in the Ace of Wands, and this is the action. But we see here, in particular in the major arcanas, okay? The minor arcanas are day-to-day energy, so things can be changing. Really, and for me, that's a really strong connection to their mental state and how they feel about their life, how they feel about what they can and can't do, how they feel about the past. Also, I feel the way they left was most likely a ghosting and not an easy, it wasn't just something that, oh, they just kind of disappeared. This is painful, and they're aware of that. And what they want to do here, and what they might even be trying to do at times, and that can be connected to letters, messages, SMSs, that sort of thing. It's not really coming through yet. In any case, it's just not happening. We can see how they feel and what they want and what they're thinking about. We see the past energy here. I feel the past energy of their feeling of having thrown this, thrown it away, so to speak. We know on the twin flame journey that is not the case. You cannot cut the cord. However, there is a separation here and they are feeling it, but it's pretty solid that they're not able to take the action they want. Even with the page energy, because this is, wanting to move forward and lead with love here. That's the wand. It's the fiery energy, twin flames. It's leading with the heart. It's the fastest energy. It's the idea of love. It's, it's a combination here of the thoughts and what they want to do. It's quite innocent in this energy, but look what is here. We see it. They're afraid to change, but there's also a feeling that they are tethered and they can't. And you can see it here. There's a leash on them. There's a hook in here. And it's, there's a little tag too. So they belong to someone else, if you know what I'm saying. They belong somewhere, to someone, something else. And that's not surprising on the twin flame journey, okay? But it's coming through here for a reason. It's connecting here with the Tower in reverse. So we know what they want. We see the dreamy energy here as well. And is this I feel like we are a golden retriever family, but I feel like this is the darker fur. In any case, I don't know the exact breed here, but you can see the dreamy energy. It's really, really clear, but it's also catty corner here with the Tower in reverse. And right next to the Judgment in reverse. And this is being afraid to change, not being ready. When I say weakness, I don't mean that I don't mean it to be rude or in a negative sense. It's just a whole upheaval. You can see it. That would be going on quite literally in their life, which you can also see here. And I do feel that this is somebody who steps away from their day-to-day life and goes into this energy, because this Ace of Wands energy that's coming through for me today is really very, very different than the Emperor energy. For me, this is the Divine Masculine in the day. And there's quite an overabundance. I do feel that they're not sharing their feelings. It's not just about you, but in general. There's just kind of a going through the motions feeling. And when they're stepping outside, alone, away, even away possibly on holiday, it'd be interesting if we see the Ten of Cups today, they go into a different mode, but they're able to snap back here. And this is also thinking about how things went and how things are, what they want, thinking about you as well, wherever you are, whether you're a Divine Masculine or a Divine Feminine, it's really not important. We have, of course, we have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies. I will say that your twin flame, their Divine Masculine energy, there is an overabundance. I sense a little bit of aggression in their life, and it sounds weird to say a robot feeling, but somebody who's just kind of on autopilot and then goes into a completely different state of mind here in this dreamy state. They've got this leash on them, and there's a tag here. You know, can I see the tag? The phone number, you know, you can scan it and find out which house they belong to. Well, this is a really strange, intense energy. Okay, so we can see here, it's the Chariot in reverse. It's really telling us what we already know. It's Cancer in energy. It's quite emotional, and it's also the Moon energy, and that's the Moon in reverse. So they have the truth of how they feel. Actually, that's pretty clear for me. But they're not able to bring it to you. In time, yeah, eventually. Not right now. And it's not moving physically either, I want to say. And we see that in the material world here in the Magician in reverse. There's not an opportunity right now. This is also wanting to be yours. Wow. Okay. Interesting, because I was feeling this. They're obviously tethered to something else, a life here. It's just how it is. This is Capricorn and Saturn energy, and Saturn is the planet of restriction, but I want to say it's also really strongly connected to me to their situation that they're in, because this does bring in some karmic lessons. This brings in some obstacles, and this brings in, I want to say, expectations, kind of structure around their life. They're really tethered here. Well, the Devil card, you twin flames, you're a mirror of each other. The Devil card for me is the shadow card of the Lover's card. Karmic lessons, shadow work. This is what's going on here. For everybody, you're here too, you're tethered. We know that, it's the Devil card. But they're also, I feel, in a karmic situation here today. It's strong. It's really strong. That can also be you as well, but we're seeing this. This is like real time for me. When you go and you track Santa online, or you're watching your package being driven around, getting ready to come to you. It's a real time feeling here of this shadow work and stepping out and having this dreamy energy. But I have to say to you, for your twin flame, the alignment is here. You're both here. For you, you may be coming to a realization of what this is and the detachment and pulling away. Some of you already have. I don't know that your twin flame, and I actually don't think your twin flame is in an energy of, of knowing what's going on, this twin flame journey. And they're in doing shadow work and in a karmic situation. No, not at all. And I don't even feel like they're really doing that much shadow work, I have to say, because as I was about to say, as I'm bringing this message through, we saw the moon card, and actually it wants to be here, and that's quite literally here. This is Pisces energy. Also Gemini and Cancer are coming through, and this is what's hiding. This is literally how I feel about your twin flame right now when they go into this energy, but they're not really changing anything in their life. So they're here, you're tethered, and yeah, it's the connection to the Lover's card. It's the two of you, twin flames, also soulmates, but also the karmic situation that they're in, and they're not really seeing exactly what this connection is with you. There is some longing here, but there's a feeling of this is just how it is. This is just how it is, and you are a mirror of each other. I mean, this is really clear, and there's also a melancholy energy here, and that I feel like some of that is you, and that's knowing it. And there's, excuse me, the camera, it's always dying there. This is, well, the sun represents the divine masculine energy. The moon represents the divine feminine energy. And I see that they're not in balance, and they do access it. You can see it here. There's a really strong overabundance of divine masculine energy with your twin flame here now. And the divine feminine energy that I feel here and looking at the illusion, the mirror, is you. You're both really aligned here today, everywhere, but for different reasons. They're accessing this, they're going into it, but I don't feel like they're doing, you can see there's not really a wake-up energy here with the Judgment in reverse. I wouldn't say so much denial as they're just not changing anything right now. And there really is a strong overabundance of divine masculine energy. So depending on where you are in your journey, in today's reading, it can be that that you're not feeling their energy is strong, or you're feeling that maybe they don't love you, or, you know, because that's the energy that they're putting out here today. They're accessing, things are doing this with your twin flame. You know, it really is the infinity symbol here. I'm not going to give you the finger. And, well, yeah, the yin-yang energy and the balance. It's just doing this. It's kind of rocking. There's not a lot of deep, there's not a strong wake-up energy. There's not a lot of deep shadow work within your person. With you, yes. Some of you may be going in and out of it here today. It's a really strong divine feminine energy of, well, the moon. That is the divine feminine energy. And yeah, a lot of that because the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is a really motherly energy. It's a really nurturing energy, really resourceful energy. The Queen of Pentacles can, well, yeah, just come in and, you know, say it's going to be okay. We're going to make this work. And it's sort of, for me, like a protege to the Empress energy, which of course is the divine feminine energy, major arcana, all kinds of stuff. We know the Empress is all about abundance and fertility and growth and new beginnings, the divine feminine energy who has access to all the elements. The Queen of Pentacles only has access to the pentacle here. And this is also in reverse. So it's nothing that we don't already know, that it's not moving. I have to bring this through too. There are people in your twin flame's life and possibly your life that are also, I feel, depending on them financially. That can also be you feeling that you're depending on someone else, or they're depending on you. Everybody's in a situation here today that they're just living their lives. And yeah, your twin flame here today, this Emperor energy, this divine masculine energy is going into some dreamy energy, but not able to move forward with what they're thinking about. I don't even know that they're really trying here today. It's not the lack of love. It's somebody, like I said, they're kind of on automatic pilot. Oh, twin flame, I'm feeling, my heart hurts because I feel this. Well, yeah, it's interesting because you're both in the judgment energy. That's also the yin yang energy, the balance, divine masculine, divine feminine energy, the connection, the light to the dark. And there's a little bit, we can see that I feel like you go in and out here with coming in and feeling forlorn and sad about it, because I feel like you're not feeling their energy and you're questioning it. Remember that for the most part, this feels like a runner to me today, okay? It's pretty clear. They don't really, your twin flame is not aware of that. They're off and running and that you're mirroring each other. And, you know, this is representing it's the shadow of the Lover's card, okay? So it's the work that needs to go on here. They're not really in it. They're not really recognizing it. They're just kind of in the 3D living their life. I don't think they're in a higher energy, okay? There's just a feeling of longing that they go into and then they come out again. And I feel like you're feeling that. So this is a strong message for you. Also from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to take care of yourself. And maybe it's important to step away from, you know, readings and whatnot. It's depending on where you are in the world. If you're on the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, you're either just past summer solstice if you're watching this in real time, and if you're not, it's not important. It's just not. Or you're at the start of winter. Either way, it's a shift. It's a really big energy shift, and I think you're feeling that. And also there might be a fear for you here too, a fear of change, like you're leaving it behind, or then you have to come out of denial too and realize that it's not moving right now. So it's a little bit of a fear. It's a message to say it's okay and to go ahead and lean into that change so that you can feel it and work it out and continue moving forward in your life. Trust yourself, of course. That's the moon energy. It's very strong divine feminine energy, because I also see here in the Chariot card with the moon in reverse as well, that you have the clarity, but you might not, you're not being totally honest with yourself. You can see it, okay? And not moving in the way toward the way you want to be, the way that would benefit you the most on your twin flame journey. So what does that mean in your life? You know, the life around you, the people around you. For some of you, you might be in a situation too that you might be feeling stuck. And I don't just mean your twin flame journey, of course. So it's a really strong message to look at that, go in deeper. It's the subconscious, and allow that, and to access the divine masculine energy within you. Pull some of that out and balance things out for you too, because I do feel an imbalance here with you as well, which is affecting your heart chakra. It's taking things down for you. And there is a need for that confidence to get some of that divine masculine energy here, the overabundance in the Emperor energy. And yeah, balance things out for yourself so you can start to see what you need to see. At the very least, for what you do see, you can start making those changes that you want to make in your life. And that's also, of course, connecting to the twin flame journey. And look what's here at the bottom of the deck. It's the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's Jupiter and Gemini energy. This is new hope. There's an energy of freedom and liberation. It's your mind. You know, it's where you've been putting yourself. This is for you, okay? This is really strongly for you today. It doesn't mean you're a Gemini. You could be. It's not even the point. Geminis, it's the Eight of Swords. It's Jupiter energy. It's the planet of expansion, prosperity. It's in reverse, which one would think, well, that's the opposite. It's not. It's actually accessing that prosperity for yourself and moving forward and getting that Chariot card up here, because this is returning hope in this energy. This is accepting the downloads from Source, the information that you know, and allowing yourself to grow and not be afraid of change in your life. Because for some of you too, there's this feeling that you kind of come into your journey or go into your head as well, so that you can escape some of the things where you are and escape doing the work that you need to do. And that's okay. We all do it, you know, and we all need to sometimes just step away and, you know, honor where we are. Of course, we need to honor where we are at any given time. But this is just a really strong message, I feel, for you today that's coming through. And that Gemini energy, it's Jupiter here, but the Gemini is, of course, connected to the ruling planet Mercury, their ruling planet. And that's the planet of the mind and communication, and it's transactional. So it's time to move forward here. And that 8, of course, is an infinity symbol. And that's also, of course, the infinity symbol is an 8. And that's an action number, and it's accomplishing something. And that's not just shadow work, but life purpose, goals. Because I feel like nobody's moving, but your twin flame is just not really awake here in this energy. Whether they've awakened and they're in and out right now, they're just in, like I said, it's kind of, not robot is probably the wrong word, but they're just kind of in get it done mode, move along, just one foot in front of the other here. When they access the strong divine feminine energies, they also get forlorn and sad. Because this is a twin flame who does miss you and does know that you have their heart and they have yours, but they are in a situation right now that they just have to keep moving forward. They can't really look back too much. So when they do, it's dreamy and then they come out again. Sometimes they might stay in a little too long also with that devil energy and over kind of using substances, that sort of thing, and going into a deeper sadness, because there is a real melancholy sadness here. But when they go too deep, they have to really look in, and that's starting to do shadow work and realize where their life is. And this is a twin flame who doesn't want to go that deep. This is a twin flame who, when they do, it's usually there's kind of a situation or a reason what they're doing or where they are, and then they come out of it the next day, you know. And it's not that they don't love you, it's just that it's where they are. So there's the 8 of Swords is spinning for your twin flame, but this is really a message for you to release and have hope and free yourself and free your mind up so that you can move forward on your life purpose. Because I see here that you're also in some denial here and you're afraid to change as well. Something in your life. And also in connection on your twin flame journey. It's the Knight of Swords here coming in the upright. Yeah, this is for you today. This is Libra and Mercury energy. And of course, that's connecting to justice and the truth. That's for you, I feel. That's also connected to the balance, the yin-yang energy, the divine feminine and divine masculine energy. What's going on in your head? Communication for me here today with the Knight of Swords. This transactional energy is the clarity within yourself. It's the relationship to yourself, your ego and your higher self. Also your relationship to Source, the Sun energy. This is the divine feminine energy. And of course the Sun is the divine masculine energy, and it's accessing more of that so that you can pull out some strength and make some changes and see things, because you need the conscious, the Sun, and the subconscious, the Moon, to connect. That's bringing in the Moon and the Sun energy in the twin flame journey. It's bringing in the Lover's card to see what you need to see. And it's bringing in Archangel Raphael too, the angel for healing. For you, I feel like this beginning here or going back into your life purpose. Yeah. And accessing that Sun energy here with the Moon and seeing what you need to see and honoring your feelings. And then going back into doing what you need to do, whatever you can and want, whatever is feasible. You know, this isn't a, you know, we wake up and just tackle everything and here we go. It can be in pieces, but it's a really strong message for you today. Really strong message for you. And on that other side of that, it really is a lifestyle change, I want to say. And this is, look, this dog here, this Knight of Swords, is coming out of a stormy water here and holding on to that sword, holding on to getting clear, holding on to being honest with themselves, wanting to do the work, changing their life. Do I feel your twin flame here is coming with a message? I don't. I have to be honest with you, I really don't. This is more for you, and that's why it's going to go here today. That's what I'm hearing, that it is the overall energy. Sometimes, look what's showing here. Yeah, this is the stuck energy here with everybody. Sometimes the overall energy never comes. Sometimes it's tarot, sometimes it's an oracle card, a love message card, you really never know. The Ace of Swords, this is not surprising at all. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, these are the mental blocks. This is not being honest with yourself in many ways. But everybody's here today. There's a lot of mental blocks. This is the thing. At some point, this Emperor, when the judgment, when it's time, okay, and the judgment is spinning and in the upright and waking them up, and they're moving forward, and the Chariot is up in the upright, and they're moving forward on their journey. And the Magician and everybody here is co-creating. I feel really strong King of Cups energy because I feel it now because they're mastering their emotions. They're not even aware of them. It's not even just that I'm holding them back. When they come up now, it's almost like the King of Cups is, you know, making this appearance and realizing them, and then they sort of numb it down or put it down or whatever, or go back into their life. When this wake up is here, when this shadow work is, you know, the karmic lessons have been, because they're going to keep going until they're worked out, this lifetime or next. I can't tell you that. When that day comes, there is generally a flood of emotions, and I see that. It is here. It's just not here now. There's this really strong mental block here. Very strong. This is also coming in here in connection with judgment and just not being ready here. They're not waking up to anything. They're not really even ready to be held accountable for some of what they know went on here with you. They come into it, you know, and start to balance out the energies and realize it, but then they go back into their mode. And this, of course, is also for you. Okay. Look, I just want to show you, and I think I'm going to actually put it here. It's the Three of Cups. There's your soul connection. It's real strong. In this particular deck as well, waiting for communication. This is Mercury in Cancer. And Mercury, of course, is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Sort of letting everything else go in some ways, because there's a family energy here in this card, thinking about, sometimes getting hyper-focused, thinking about when is it time, divine timing, when are we going to communicate, and maybe even letting some things kind of, you know, not getting things done is coming through today. It's strange. Because this, every now and then, probably I feel like for long periods of time, you know, the stork is going off here. It's flying off, sort of like I don't have anything to bring. There's no, it's not coming through here that it's the beginning, you know. The Mercury energy, again, I feel today that this is waiting. For some of you, you're literally waiting for a message. The soul connection is real strong here. And this is also a message for you to access your soul tribe, your family of origin, your friends. What is it for you? It's real strong. The thing is some of you have been on your twin flame journey for a long time. Some of you have not. It's just a message that if you are accessing your soul tribe, your family of origin, your friends, that you're on the right track. And if you're not, it's a message to do that and just to step away here a little and come unstuck and honor your feelings, and then get up and do what you need to do, even if it's one thing that day, you know, because the Magician in reverse is also your energy, and that's kind of wasting some resources, you know. unfulfilled potential also on the life's journey here of things that you've been wanting, or possibly some family or friends or something that might be not getting taken care of as you focus on your twin flame journey. And that's not going to make it, focusing on your twin flame is actually kind of keeping union, it's prolonging it, if you know what I mean, because it's keeping you from doing your shadow work and working out those lessons. And that's what needs to be done before there's a union, whether it's this lifetime or next. So the more focus that goes into a twin flame, what I want to say, in particular a runner, because that runner-chaser dynamic is quite strong in the Devil card, is less time for you and less time to do the work you need to do for that union, you know? And waiting around, who wants to wait around for that and not live our lives? And not see our friends and our family and do what we need to do to move forward in our life, whether it's in career or relationships, the shadow work, the deep stuff, the generational trauma, the ancestral trauma, the wounding, the childhood wounding, all of it here. There's something that came through too, and I want to show you this. Yeah, and then we're going to get another deck, and that some of you, there are some abandonment issues that they're almost like your twin flame in many ways, that you're shelving it, you know, that you think, oh, it's fine, it's not bothering me. There's something here that's really needing to be looked at. It's in the moon energy as well. It's real strong. There's a really strong block here. And that's also a lot of the Ace of Swords in reverse energy, the block of it being possibly for some of you quite traumatic, but blocking it and not wanting to access it. There's a message here. It is connected and it needs to be addressed. The Four of Swords is in reverse. This is this restlessness that I feel, and it's time to come out of here. Where do you go after the Three of Swords? The loss. For me, that's a lot of the heartbreak and the sadness around the twin flame disconnection. You go into the Four of Swords to get clarity. You go to be alone, to recover, to think about things. It's time here. Look, it's in reverse. Your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are saying, get out. They're kicking you out. It's Jupiter and Libra energy. It's the rebalancing. It's just completely thinking about this and the entire journey. You know, you can see that there's a lot going on here, and this dog is just coming in saying, I need to get clarity, truth for myself, and balance things out, and, you know, exhausted. And it's always here if you need to go back in, as well as the Hermit energy coming through now, Virgo, Mercury energy. It's always there for you to go in and get that clarity, your quest for personal truth. Right now, this is a message to get out of the Four of Swords. And it's also telling us that there is a restless energy with your twin flame here. It's still very much a kind of like a monotone, if you think about it like in the way of a, you know, it's that sort of feeling, kind of binaural beats actually. Are you listening to binaural beats? That's coming through for you, some of you, to get into that. In any case, there is just kind of a hum going on with them, and then there's like a bleep, you know? But it's still a hard judgment in reverse for your twin flame. Twin flames, I'm going to bring in another deck, a little bit of oracle and some love messages. It's in German. As you know, I'm in Austria, so don't worry about that. I will translate, or you'll just know. Maybe you'll learn some German. Maybe you've been coming here for a while. In any case, let's see what's going on. If there's some clarity, validation, maybe it's something that's completely going to throw us off. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Let me move the energy. I'm hearing I have to move the energy. I'm not taking anything yet. Please show us the cards. Aho. Okay, interesting. Look at that. Yeah, it's the Death card in reverse. It's the stagnation and feeling destroyed. That hope is lost. It's not. It's just not time. And it's not in your life either. But this is the feeling that's coming through. It's real strong. It's Scorpio energy. And it's in reverse. So it's not doing, it's still that denial, the mental blocks to not doing, you know, not wanting to transform everything, you know, just feeling like it's like a, you know, kind of sadness. And it's also the stagnant energy coming through with your twin flame, because they're really just they're in their ego quite a bit, and they're just in survival mode in their day-to-day life. That is also coming through for you, but you're more aware, of course, you're here, so it's a little different, and I feel more difficult because things are coming up, and then the guilt sets in if you're not fixing things. Don't let that go. Feel it and move through it. You're where you are, you're doing the best you can. It's the best you can do. It's what I say to my daughter. It's the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so this is Mars in Capricorn energy. It's a collaborative energy, excuse me. And yeah, for me today, this is communication. This is communication with the divine. And it's also telling us what we know, that there's lack of communication here. And that's how it is. And lack of growth too. There's not a lot of movement in any direction, really, I have to say. And it's the message of you needing to communicate as well. Look, the Four of Swords is coming in again. That's a strong message. Your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are saying, can you please listen? I know it's painful. I know that you're not ready. I know that you're scared, or I know what's going on, because it's strong here that we know the connection is stagnant. That's nothing new. You know, it's nothing that we don't already know. But this feeling of being destroyed and stuck sometimes feels overwhelming for you. And it's not just about your twin flame, because you mirror each other and the triggering. So they brought it up. So some of it's been brought up that's in your life. Just remember that you can change that. Of course. There is a stuck energy here, though. I feel it. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are saying it again. The Four of Swords in reverse. Get moving. Even if it's one step. They say you vote with your feet. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, this is so clear. In Ireland, they say you vote with your feet. So that's the action, it's, you know, actually doing it and moving. It's the Six of Swords here. This is a really strong message. Look at this. This is where you are. You're stuck. It's time to make a decision. It's the Moon in Libra. It's the Moon in Libra. That is you today, the divine feminine energy here. Perhaps the overabundance of divine feminine energy if you consider yourself a divine masculine. Not the point. You're here today. It's really super strong. So strong. The need to be honest with yourself. The need to make a decision here. Not only to step away a bit, let them be. It's just going to hold you back. Okay, maybe some obsessing going on for some of you here with your twin flame, but also in your life, and to not be afraid to start. This is the transition. This is making the decision and being honest and clear with yourself. I'm going to leave this here. And this is quite literally, again, the message. And now we want to see what's under here. Yeah, it's the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's Mercury and Sagittarius energy. A couple of things going on here. Well, here's the main thing that's going on for me that wanted to be seen is some of you are quite literally waiting for communication, okay? It's not going to be for everyone. It's a real plain and simple message that's coming through for me today. And this is not going to be fast as well. It's the stuck energy too. It's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication, the stuck energy within you, within your twin flame, within the journey, and a really strong message from spirit guides, angels, and ancestors here. It is extremely strong to not be afraid of these changes that you're afraid to make in your life. It's clear here. They're kicking you out of the Four of Swords. It's a necessary transition in the Six of Swords. It's Mercury and Aquarius energy. I'm telling you, this is your communication with Source for me today. It's really, really strong. It's necessary. It's time to move out of the Four of Swords. And that can be waiting for a message. It can be overtly checking social media. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Getting it back into your life. What is that? I'm hearing that I need to move this. Look, the King of Wands. We saw that coming in, didn't we? And did we put it back? I think we did. It's coming in reverse. It's saying again, they're not ready. They're not ready. It's not coming here. And Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors acknowledging feeling let down about it, disappointed, depressed around it. Honor those feelings and work through them. And remember that a lot of this triggering that's going on is, well, yeah, it's the triggering in the twin flame journey. Ultimately, it's about you and what it's bringing up and what needs to be addressed and what it's holding you back from. You know, and I don't mean it like, oh, it's an excuse to go into the fairy tale of the twin flame journey. I don't mean that, but it did come out. There is a little bit of that going on. It's the denial. It's the judgment in reverse, okay? Even though I feel like a lot of you have had your wake-up call or you're still having them. Okay, so this is, look, interesting. Interesting, isn't that? So now it's coming in. So it's a spinner. Maybe there was communication and now there's not. Maybe you saw something deleted, unsent, okay? Interesting how that is. But what will be is going to be whether you're sitting watching. A watched pot never boils, what do they say? It does eventually, but it takes forever, you know? Let them be. Do your work. It's really simple and strong message today, but I know it's not an easy message. And I'm sending you love. I want to bring in a little bit of Oracle today and also some of my Infinity deck. I haven't had them out in a while. And some channel of messages. Some are going to close your reading. I would like to move the energy, but this is already coming out. Oh yeah, look. This is exactly what we're saying. The fear. Look at this. There's the moon. There's the cage. It's in reverse. You got this. You got this. This is just real clear. And also we know the fear of change within your person, that they're not even putting a name to or words to. They're just kind of on autopilot here. This is in reverse. Beginnings, new moon. We know that there's not, you're holding yourself back from that. We know that there aren't on the twin flame journey. Okay. Nourishment. I'm stopping here because this is what Spirit wanted for you today. This is you taking care of yourself. This is you taking it easy on yourself. This is you forgiving yourself. This is you understanding that those things that happened to you that were triggered are not your fault. And if you think something really is, move through, work that out, let it out of your body, let it away from you, let it go and be absorbed into the universe. And know that you did the best you can. And everyone is doing the best that they can with what they have. Take care of yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Be honest with yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Look at this. This is your journey. It's the world. It's the earth. That's you needing to complete goals and complete lessons. Move forward. Get the Chariot card in the upright so that you can move forward. And through the obstacles, through some karmic lessons, yeah. And beat Saturn at its own game. You know, because I know it can be the planet of restriction. We know that. And that those life lessons and obstacles, they're there for a reason for all of us. On the twin flame journey, it can feel overwhelming. And this is a really strong message as you assess this situation to remember to control what you can and let go of what you can't. Which, of course, is also your twin flame. Okay, Spirit has a plan. It's in the hands of the divine. Dreams. What are your dreams? And telepathic messages coming through too. You might actually be questioning why, because I feel like you had really vivid dreams with your twin flame, but right now things feel kind of like quiet in the sense that, yeah, the running is going on again. Even if it's energetically, it's felt on the journey. But this is also really connected to your life purpose. And of course, it's paying attention to your dreams and the symbolism in that. Because that's also where your angels come through to send. These are coming through. Look at that. It's where they come through to send you messages. Angels, our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors send us messages in ways that are not, you know, just like you expect. They can't just walk up and say things to us. So they come through people, places, things, ideas, feelings, dreams, energies, light. Judgment is still in reverse here. This is so goosebumpy. And that's, oh my gosh, and that's also Saturn coming through in reverse. In reverse. It's always Saturn. It's the 8th planet. So, and that's also the infinity symbol. Wow. Yeah, this is This is a really strong message to get moving on your life. And for some of you, you might be feeling stuck also in your life's journey. It's judgment in reverse. It's some denial. It's being afraid to change. It's getting this up for you so you can access that Pluto energy, which is regeneration. And well, yeah, that's bringing in the Death card in the upright. That's the transformation. That's the rebirth. And that's the Six of Swords connection too, of moving on, going on your purpose, or getting back into it, your life's journey. We want to upright this for you. It's the wake-up call. It's the decision, which we saw in the Ten of Swords as you're stuck. We're keeping this as well for your future. My gosh, this is really clear. We're going to look at love messages, by the way. Twin flame love messages. So messages from their higher self, okay? In just a moment. But this is about you right now. Look at this. This is about uprighting that judgment energy here. That world energy also that we see here, taking care of yourself. The future. We can't control what you can, let go of what you can. Fate and destiny do meet. Completing goals and lessons and moving about. The world is always turning and is not going to stop. Getting through those obstacles, and they're going to just keep coming. I know life is so beautiful, but it can be hard. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So money showed itself. I thought that was interesting. That can be connecting with you too and getting through some of these challenges. You might be working on some money issues, and it's also coming through with your twin flame. That's a really strong for me. Also with the addiction. Yeah, and that can also be for you. And I'm even just, I have to say, because it came through earlier, just feeling a little bit addicted too, to checking in on your twin flame and all of that. But it also came through that they're accessing that maybe too, and they're struggling with that look. And there's pride as well. That's the Emperor card energy here. Yeah, there's a lot of pride and ego within your twin flame, but it's pretty solid, actually, I have to say. They're just kind of on automatic pilot here, and they might be dealing with something here too. And that for you is also saying, if that is you, that really needs to be addressed. You might already be working on it, and not, if you're in denial, think about your future. Think about now. Think about your dreams. And if you're in that Neptune energy, which is strongly connected to twin flame energy, it's okay to access that. We see that here too in the Ace of Wands for you. But know when you need to come out, you know. Send those and receive those telepathic messages. Keep a dream journal to keep track of, well, yeah, what's coming through, the symbolism that you may not be able to connect. And allow yourself that, but know that you also got to come back down and deal with what's going on in your life. We're going to read some love messages, twin flame love messages today. Messages from their higher self. Love messages from your twin flame. Every time I close my eyes, I see your beautiful smile. When they're in that Ace of Wands energy, there's a real strong connection to the nocturnal in nature, like when they're stepping away from everything. That's where they go. You are now part of my life, and I will never let you go. That's also the dreamy energy there. Connecting with challenges in reverse. All I have ever wanted is to have you for life. Is this you as well? My love for you will never change. Baby, I miss your smile and sparkling eyes. I'm wondering too, if some of you have been writing messages that you're not sending. Twin flames, that won't be for everyone, but these are things that I feel like they may even have tried to say, or it's coming from their higher self too. Twin flames, I'm feeling like I want to change decks. I'm not feeling connected to that deck here today. I saw someone that looked like you. It felt like you were here. I want to talk, but I'm afraid I still can't offer enough. Yeah, this is strong here, look. In the spinning Eight of Wands. Because it's also connected to telepathic messages. I know you've been waiting for a message in real time, and you may have gotten it, or may have seen it unsent, but this is also coming through. It makes me sad when I read our messages of happier times. Connecting here with pride and tradition. It's also connecting with the karmic situation I feel they're really just in. I feel so much guilt for what I did. And that's when they're accessing here their divine feminine energy in a more balanced way, I want to say, which is just not all the time. I write messages that I never send. Yeah, so this is really super incredibly clear. I will always love you. So this is also coming into, you know, the sword energy, the clarity, the truth. Loved you yesterday. Love you still, always have, always will. I know you were giving more and I'm so sorry. We have a deep soul connection. We know it's the twin flame journey. Of course, that's also connecting with the Three of Cups here. Okay, so these are the last. I really do care. Please believe me. I wish I could tell you what is really going on in my life. That's very strong today. So these are the last three, and then we're going to close your reading, twin flames. I cannot stand not talking to you. When you feel my energy, it's because I am thinking of you. Conversations with you were the highlight of my day. Okay, so messages from their higher self, and I'm going to bring in candy hearts, and then we're going to close the reading. Love me. I wish we could be together. You are my biggest wish. I'm yours. Thinking of you now. I'm sending a kiss. I'm sorry. And their higher self knows. In their life, no. This is a twin flame who's on pilot, you know, who goes in and out a little. I'm sending a message. This is really strong telepathy for me today. But again, we can see that it can be something has come through, or that they're just not sending them. And again, I just don't want you to get caught up in waiting for it, because I already feel like that's what's happening, you know. Twin flames, that's your reading today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading, watching readings and liking them, sharing them if you're inspired to, subscribing to the channel, and having your notifications on so you know when readings are coming or when I'm going live. These are things that really help the channel grow so that I can continue to bring you readings. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'm sending you so much love and light on your twin flame journey, your life's journey, and wish you a beautiful day wherever you are. I look forward to seeing you at another reading. Bye, twin flame.